Child, what was this season? What was this season was abysmal. This season was absolute trash. We predicted it. I just didn't think that it would just it just blew my expectations out of the water of how trash it was going to be. But let's get into it. We are reviewing Ready to Love. Of course, we got shut down on our lives, but it is what it is. We're going to talk about the show. Shout out to Adian, who hit me up and was basically saying, girl, you got to finish it out. So here we are finishing it out. This is episode 11, the finale. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know the deal over here on YouTube, and let's get into it. So in this episode, you got people walking out.
We probably could be fixed. I'm not willing to fix it. I'm done.
Tommy is quoting Anita Baker.
You've been caught up in this rap your love.
Kayla's just out here taking up space.
2 guys, 3 girls. That means someone's leaving this situation disappointed.
Honey, it's you, babe. You're the one that's not gonna make it. Like, what was this season? But okay, let's backtrack. Let's start at the beginning of the episode. So off the heels of meeting the parents and all that stuff, what's this girl's name? Charice is having an existential crisis, basically saying like, well, I'm here. I don't have anybody. Obviously, it's time for me to go. So she decides to dismiss herself from the process.
Sometimes you have to go with what you're feeling. You should never settle. Just be true to who you are.
Wish you all the best, baby.
Thank you, Tom.
Come on. All right.
Then here I was thinking, oh, Katie is out here starting some drama. She was like, well, I need to say something too. And Tommy's like, wow, everybody wants to stand beside me today. Tommy, I know they love Tommy over there, but I'm tired. He's so corny. Like, I actually want somebody who facilitates healthy relationships. Maybe he does, but we don't see that. We just see the jokester and the whatever, which there's a time and place for that. But when it's always that, even when it is the time and place, you just feel like it's misplaced. Like, just shh. Anyways, Katie is talking about, her and Swayze aren't on good terms right now. She brings him up and they decide to leave too.
Maybe Swayze should join me.
Oh, Swayze, will you come forward? Oh, Lord.
I felt like I had to get in defense mode, and for him to just be like this, I just can't. The moment I said, okay, well, what about us? What do you mean, what about us? You should know.
That's what I do. I can't keep telling you, hey, yeah, I see a future. How many times do you want me to say that? Okay. I can't keep doing that.
Of course, those who have been on the Instagram or the YouTube streets, we know that they end up together anyways. She has been very open about where things stand between the two of them. I haven't seen anything as of late. I also haven't been looking, so that could just be on me. But yeah, they left, but they came back together. So one thing that I noticed throughout this episode, throughout the season, but throughout this episode specifically, the women put themselves in a bad position when it comes to the men this season, okay? Because we have Kayla talking about how she realized that playing the game ended up with her getting played. And I'm like, but if you knew Randall was your first choice and who you wanted to invest in, why did you go elsewhere where you knew that's not where you wanted to be? You're out here kissing Zoe. You're out here. She kissed somebody else too. Maybe it was Randall. I don't know. But you're ruining your chances with the people you actually wanted to be with because you wanted to play the game.
Don't you think you should try to take your spot?
I did. It was my spot to begin with.
Okay.
Another connection of mine started to apply
See, you
pressure.
didn't say that.
But the whole point of the process is to get to know everyone. That's what I did, and maybe that wasn't what you really want.
This is why I hate that this show has turned into this like competition type thing. Because when it's not even a competition, truly it's not a competition. The structure of the show is just ugh. But anyways, from the testimony that I've heard from men in my personal life, or maybe like men that you hear talking on the internet, they don't really like competition for the most part. Once they see that they're not number one in your books, they're going to fall back. They're not going to wait around until you come back and choose them. So the fact that she thought she could entertain Mike and Alonzo and whoever the hell else and still come back to Randall was delusional. That was never going to happen. Now look at you. Now look at you. I won't go fully in on Kayla though, because Randall is so confusing. Randall does not like a woman who plays the field, Kayla, but he also doesn't like a woman who's just solely focused on him, Jamala. What do you want? Now, continuing the whole, like, these women putting themselves in a bad position, Brandy is aware that she's never been in a serious relationship before and that typically she ends up doing girlfriend things with the girlfriend title. And now here she is with Mike, just doubling down on the reasons why she hasn't been in a relationship. And she says, listen, it's not my fault.
I've had situationships.
So you never been in love?
No, I've never been in love.
It was never you.
It's never me.
What's one thing you feel like you need to get better, like an area of improvement for you? It's perfect over here, man. Nothing, huh? Nothing.
She want to give up nothing.
I know, right?
I absolutely think her picker is completely off. I think she falls for the words because Mike has given her a lot of words, a lot of fluff, a lot of sweet nothings that I don't think he will carry out, honestly. I think that he would say things to get her, but maybe not to keep her. I don't think those things would stay true enough to keep her. But anyways, it's a problem when you can't find anything wrong within yourself. Nothing wrong at all. You did not play a part in any of the dissolution of your relationships. Introspection is a big thing that everybody needs to work on, I understand, but to find no fault within yourself through past relationships or just your own personal reflection, that's a problem. Jamala, the third woman in this equation, also put herself in a bad position because she has been coming off very possessive. And it's a little bit concerning.
Do you feel like you could trust him?
It's a difference when I see somebody like touching on the person that like I care about. Like my spidey senses are tingling. Like even if I'm not over there, I feel it.
Do you feel like this is somebody you can be with for a long time? Like long time?
I definitely do. And that's what I want. So.
Right.
I have been saying throughout the season, this will end in tears. She was so gung-ho for this man, which isn't necessarily an issue, but it like in increments, you know what I mean? Like she was so full on, you know, they had that date, elephant juice, which basically is like, I love you if you were just to read the person's lips. And then her talking about the scrotum tickling and her just being so focused on Randall when Randall hadn't necessarily given her that reassurance in our opinion. Obviously, there's things being chopped and screwed or things that happen off camera altogether. So we don't know the full story, but we've been predicting it's going to end in tears. And baby, let me tell you, it does. We're just going to get to the results right now. There was a moment where people were talking to, what was it now? They still brought in loved ones. We're skipping all of that. I don't care. Jamala gets picked by Randall, right? All this while, Kayla thought she was in the equation. They didn't even touch on her at all. At the end, we saw the decisions being made. They didn't even touch on her being like, I realized that nobody was going to come for me, but that's fine. I choose myself anyway. None of that. Sorry, Kayla. But with the whole Jamala situation, she gets picked, right? She's excited.
We've seen each other in low moments, and we always turn around and grow closer. I choose you.
It's hard to follow, Rara.
I choose you too.
Okay, let's walk off into the sunset.
Y'all, have you seen on social media the things that Randall has been saying? Randall has been calling her insecure. She's too possessive. He has been messaging other women. I don't know what the timeline is on that, but everyone could tell he was not sold on her as she was sold on him. And then I saw a little clippity clip of Miss Tina on Kamisha Review's YouTube channel, basically saying he has been in her DMs.
Only thing I gotta say is, I don't know if they're together or not, but if Randall being in my DMs, I don't think so. For the last, almost 2 months, a month and a half, me and him have spoken DM and off social media. We don't talk anymore, but yeah, so.
Alrighty then.
What did I tell you about Randall? Now, I don't know Randall from a can of paint. I don't. However, you could tell this man was easily excited. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Randall, if you're listening to this, hey, listen, that was just how you were portrayed on the show. Maybe that isn't you, but that's the impression that I received. He's so easily excited. I feel like this attention, this type of attention is foreign. I'm gonna just be honest. I feel like it's foreign. And so he just got caught up in the hype of everything that was going on, but he never really had the intention of taking Jamala seriously. Let's be honest. It was never gonna be you.
It was never gonna be you. It was never gonna be you. So for you to be so delusional and crazy like that, that is ridiculous.
Then you have Mike picking Brandy. It was cute. He had the little rose thing, the yes, and the chocolate covered strawberry. It was it was very nice and romantical.
It's chocolate covered strawberries, and the strawberries say it's a yes. I happily, elatedly choose you too.
You know, I could see it working if at the end of the day, everything that Mike has promised Brandy comes to fruition. Like I said before, in this episode and throughout the season, I feel like he says things to get her, and I don't know if he plans on doing those things to keep her, the kids, the everything. So I hope that he's not giving her empty promises, and then he follows through on everything that he said he was going to do for her, with her, whatever, because I feel like, you know, Brandy is nice, but Brandy might slit your throat in the night, okay? Like, I don't know if you want to cross her like that. So I hope it works out for the two of them. The reunion is coming up next week. Honestly, the internet here is very choppy, so I don't know if I'll do the live reaction with y'all. But yeah, we'll see. We'll play it by ear. If y'all see the live, it's going to be live. If y'all don't see the live, it's probably going to be a video review. But man, has this season been a mess, an absolute train wreck. How many storm outs did we have? We had a storm out from Trinica, a storm out from that light-skinned man who likes light-skinned girls. We've had one from Alonzo. We've had one from Swayze. So many storm outs. Kayla, who had promised the people on the internet that the show was going to end in love. How? We didn't even see you in the end, sis, and you were supposed to be there. Miami was a flop, y'all. I'm sorry. Miami was a flop. And I heard there's supposed to be a second Miami season. You could keep it. You could keep it. Please. Anyways, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.